Hi there guys, my name is Motors Grupa Ko. I race in the BSB Supersport Wildcat entries 2017, 2018. I haven't done lots of rounds. I think 17 I've done about 4 rounds or 3 rounds, and then 3 rounds in 2018 as well. So I've got a Triumph 675R 2013 for the sale. It's a Supersport Spec bike. I'm going to walk you through what's available with that package, the part wise, what's the bike, and etc. So previously this is the Axam Cox bike. I've bought this in 2017. The engine is 2015 engine. I had a blow up, the engine blow up in the BSB brand's second round, I think 2018, and I had to buy a new one. I mean, I bought a used one from James Henry, we built from 2-in-1. The head is still T3 racing head, highly tuned head, 3-stage Supersport Spec. This engine is capable of doing 141 brake horsepower. If you install 2 race camshafts, the race gaskets, both in the cylinder block and a cylinder head, you will achieve 140, 141, should be, power wise in the brake, in the rear wheel. Currently it's been detuned, 132.5 brake horsepower. I've done it mainly, to make it more reliable and to have more miles on the engine without refresh rebuild. It's 132.5 brake horsepower, as I said. Stock camshafts, still the same, highly tuned head. The stock gasket, I think it was cylinder block gasket, and then the cylinder head is the race gasket. So this is it. So it's got the K-Tac DDS Pro rear shock. It's been refreshed about 6 events before. Sorry, about the engine, I forgot. It's been refreshed two meetings before. And I've raced, after the refresh, I've raced it in a Capital Park 2018 and the Brands Hatch GP. Actually in Capital Park I've done 2 races, and the Brands Hatch GP I've done only 1 race, the final race. I mean, I didn't do the wet one. I didn't want to crash the bike. It's been tested on the dyno, on a BSB Dyno, at Capital Park after the second race. It was 132.5 brake horsepower on the hot rear wheel, race wheel, on the race tyre, sorry. This is it. So the K-Tac 6 meetings ago been refreshed with a K-Tac at BSB. It's got the full T3 Scorpion race system, titanium headers. This is the brand new slip-on. It hasn't been crashed or anything, it's just a brand new. I'll show you what's available in the spares. Fork wise, it's standard 675R all-in forks with the all-in cartridges. So the K-Tac forks I had to sell, they sold, so I had to place those ones. The bike collection. The only thing that needs to be taken care of is the outer tube is bent and needs to be replaced, because the other things are all straight. It's been checked the motor liner, but the outer tube cannot be straightened, so it needs to be replacing. The cartridges are 675R all-in cartridges. Race ECU along with a Triumph quick shifter. It's got the Bazaar's fuel controller module with the outer tune fuel module as well. What else? So of course race chain, 425, the race sprockets. It's got, I think it's still got some good tyre left on from the race. Pirelli super courses. And yeah, this is a Supersport radiator, Mac radiator with oil cooler, the oil cool radiator as well. And quick action throttle, stock brakes. I mean, it's got the HPK Brembo discs, along with a 675R Brembo calipers, race calipers, and 04 pads. The pads are still alright, probably can be used, you know, for 2 races, but then I would replace them. What else? So let's start the bike. So I'm going to show you that no issues. The bike starts well. It's got the idling adjuster as well. Let's wait till it warms up. The rain light operates as supposed to, so it works. It's got a pitbull steering damper, the motor hold and race bracket. I'm going to go through the gears to show no issues, nothing. Let's wait till it warms up. SES premium rear sets, they're really strong. I've got spare bits for these as well. Warmed up, so let's wait a couple of seconds more. Alright. Raise shift. Not really convenient to do it with one hand, but this is it. So sounds very nice. It's a strong engine, strong bike. So frame wise, it's a factory blank frame with all the receipts, been raised on BSB, been verified. The sticker unfortunately gone. I mean, it detached while I've been racing, but I guarantee there's no issues with the frame. It's a brand new frame, factory blank. There is actually a number on that you can verify through the Triumph. That is factory blank frame. Now, coming to the parts, what's available as a package. The spare wet wheels. Front with some still good front wet tyre, race tyre. It's a stock discs. It comes with 675R. The rear wet wheel as well. All wheels are straight. They've been checked in a motor liner. That's the spare rear wheel with some actually pretty good tyre. Still can use it. Good scrap tyre. The stock brake discs, everything with captive spaces as well. So 3 wheels, it's one set of wheels and extra spare, the rear. Now, fairing wise, you've got 3 sets of fairings that you can interchange with them because they're all from T3 Racing, apart from tail units. So This is the T3 Racing tail unit, that one, and this is the brand new painted tail unit from High Fiber. It's a spare set of fairings, brand new. I mean, I've got some small scratches from packaging properly. Painted blue, match the colour. The belly pan, not used, not placed in the back. The carbon fibre mudguard. It's got some other painted tail unit. For some other tail units you will need some extra bits like the underneath the seat to place them to fit those particular tail units. But the rest is all interchangeable. I mean, the front you can install easily. The belly pans and the side panels, those side panels, they're quite well. They're still alright. The rear subframe, it's got some crack on the left hand side, but it can still, you can cut it and you can use in the back. Slightly slightly bent motor holders, but you can still reuse it. I've been using it. The nose cons, the seat pad. Yeah, it's a spare tank with the RNG crash protectors and stone grips. White colour. There is no fuel pump, so I need to replace it, but it's a spare tank. Now we coming to rare things. The yokes 675R 2015 bike. That's actually been bought from Luke Stappleford. I bought it off him, and that's the triple clamp with all the bearings. It's all straight, it hasn't been used as a spare part, so it's just sitting there. Now we've got the spare T3 sleep on, the race exhaust. It's not the brand new, it's the repaired. There's nothing wrong with that, it's been repacked and repaired. So you can still use it. I mean, I've installed a brand new, which is that one. It hasn't been crashed or whatsoever. Now I've got some spares for the engine. There's some engine parts that hasn't been used, and there's spares piston pins. I think there's one set of piston rings as well. The buckets, sorry, not the buckets, the valve clearance. That's the oil filters, 4 oil filters, brand new. So there's camshaft sprockets. They're brand new, unused as well. Shifting fork, unused. There's some other small bits. Some gaskets, a blanker plate gasket. What else? So it comes. You also got 4 litres of oil, Castrol, that used in that bike, sport bike. It's got the spare gearbox. I'll just show it to you. This is the blown out engine, but the gearbox is absolutely fine and hasn't been damaged or cracked or whatever. So it can be reused if required. The water pipe can be reused as well in good condition. It's an oil sump, cleaned and can be reused. There is no holes whatsoever. There's some additional timing cover. It's not cracked, it's got some oil. I mean, it's from the old engine. 2015 engine as well. Now we're coming to the other bits for the engine. So this is all the parts that have been changed in the engine, just for the proof that it's been refreshed. You know, some reason people don't believe, as all the parts have been replaced, the bearings, the valves, the clutch. It's a brand new clutch there. Now, what else? Okay, there's some gasket seals, blah blah blah. It's got a spare clutch assembly as well. It's a spare, it's used, but it's in good condition. I mean, it's not slipping or anything. Second. Anyway, so it's here. It's clutch box along with the clutch springs and all the plates. Can be installed spot on. What else? It's a spare cylinder block. It can be reused as well. Some small bits like the top cover pipes, the water pipes, and small other bits. Now, other box of spares. Ransel tubes, brand new generator cover, unused, not installed, brand new. I think this is the original clip-ons from 675R, just as a spares in case. All the race sprockets, two of these, the rear ones, and 4 others to suit you racing in any circuit in the UK. Now, the rear sets spares. So, okay. So it's got spare foot pegs, 4 of them. You can still use it. That's the shifting. I think it's a brand new. It hasn't been used. It's a shifting paddle for the quick shifter. Still in the bag. Another. No, I think yes, another shifting plate. It's without the paddle, but that's the exhaust extensioner. 3 other SES plates. The other side, I think this is broken, that one. Those plates, that's the guards. This is the plate for the other side. The foot peg. So there's still lots of things can be used. There's a spare. What else? It's the GB Racing cover. This cover. Again, GB Racing cover. Spare ones. For the clutch side, for the generator side, and timing side. It's the original net. So I think this is just a tube, spare tube. That's the chain guard. Oops. Brand new and used. Spare. These are K-Tech front springs, I think 9.5. Exhaust baffles for the track days, for that exhaust. Front sprockets, 4 of them. Spare clocks, so I'll show you. Broken, I mean it functions, but the fixings works. I think it's the main on the left hand side, it doesn't work, it's broken. But the tachometer, speedometer, the tachometer functions and shows all the engine light, the oil light that required by the specs. the regulation, sorry. Some tubes for the oil cooler. Captive spaces for the front and rear wheels. Another box of things. Rear brake pads. Some carbon one, ceramic carbon. Brand new brake levers for the Triumph. Even 3. I think this is quite good shape as well. Action throttles, quick action throttles, spare. I think, well, some of them can be reused. And the clip-ons, I don't know which make is that. It doesn't say. Spare clip-on. Another spare clip-on. Now it's got SES, and that's the rental. So I think just use the. Can't remember why I still use the SES on the left hand side and the rental on the right hand side, but this is actually the pair. It's SES clip-ons and the rental. Spare front master cylinder. So another clip-on. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 spare sets of clip-ons. That's the front brake pads. Still something that can be used. I think this is the replacing parts for the gut lever, the braking lever protection guard. All right. Now what else? RNG spare protection bits for the tank. Some rubbers. That's the brackets for the fairings. The spare set of brackets for the fairings. The rhodium spark plugs. Sorry, the spark plugs. Yeah, the raised one. That's the extension kit for the rear shock K-tack. That's that. Oh, that's the spare kit for quite important bits. I mean, that's the spare kit for the oil cooler. Those things that you need to replace them. And that's the spring. I think 95. Currently it's 100 installed. And that's spare levers as well that can be installed on the back. Don't know what's they make. I know that they're not Chinese. They're good quality and can be installed on the back. So now we're coming to some other bits. Spare generator. A spare generator with a flywheel. Spare clutch gasket. Another generator along with a generator cover. So as you remove, there is a brand new generator cover I was showing there. That parts. I think it's a non-touched or touched one. Can't remember. Some chains, camshaft chains, seals. Spare the throttle bodies, the spare starter, sensor starter, spare camshafts. There are 2 race camshafts and 1 stock, the inlet one, spare one. Some other bits, the tensioner, stabilizers, and then it's got the spare tuned head. It's a Supersport head. So good head, non-damaged, nothing. It's a PCM tuned Supersport head, and a 3-stage tune as well. And I think it's got even some buckets some steel gut valves, springs, again spare valves and springs. That's the blanker plates. It's for stock engine. I mean, well, currently for the oil cooler there is another one, but you can install the stock one. So this is it. Lots of parts, you know, and the price for the bike for everything is nine grand. Thanks for watching, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions.